what is needed to effectively leverage technology for learning. And so this is a powerful document for leaders to have in their hands in terms of needing to get the resources to provide a 21st century learning environment. The next thing that I decided to do was provide a video on personal learning networks and then have a discussion on that. And so I've just basically put in a video here of Will Richardson explaining what professional learning networks are and learning communities in general. And then I have participants answer the question, what is a learning community and how it affects you, and list 3 examples of learning communities. And so this is a discussion board topic similar to what we use in Blackboard. The next thing I have them do is answer the questions in this discussion forum called Why Learning Communities? And so I want them to research advantages of participating in learning communities and share their findings here. As they do that, they need to answer the 2 questions: why are learning communities beneficial to educators, and why is this a good way to explore creative applications of technology? Those things that are focused on the objective. The next thing I have is how to participate in a learning community, and I've given them some examples that they can test the waters out. One of them is a local one here at ESU 10. Another one is a nonprofit organization, Edutopia, and another one is another group called Classroom 2.0. And lastly, for this objective, I have them explore examples of learning communities related to their particular subject areas. So for example, if they were an elementary teacher, they would find learning communities for elementary teachers. If they were a secondary math teacher, they would find learning communities related to that. They'll share those and then answer the following questions. What do you like and dislike about learning communities, and was this relevant and useful? Why or why not? On to objective B. This particular objective works with exhibiting leadership by demonstrating a vision of technology infusion, participating in shared decision making and community building, and developing the leadership and technology skills of others. I ran into a wonderful keynote speaker in Atlanta in 2008, Dr. Tim Tyson, and I thought he did a wonderful job of demonstrating what a vision of technology infusion really is. And so I provided a link to that keynote speech, and I also provided a link to other must-watch educational videos. This was just a really neat resource that I found that had a bunch of neat YouTube videos that people have made. For this particular objective, I'm having the class do a group assignment. They've been assigned a group, and they each have a topic that they've been assigned. And so what I want them to do is watch the videos and research appropriate resources, building a presentation that they'll share with the class. These need to include an explanation of the topic and examples of the topic in whatever format best fits their needs. So they can do voiceover PowerPoints, videos, activities, whatever they would like to in terms of their presentation. And then their topics, I've used the Horizon Report K-12 edition, and they need to go and research those particular areas. So if I'm in Group 3, Game-Based Learning, I click on the Horizon Report, and then I can go to Group 3, Game-Based Learning, and learn more about it. Not only do they have information here about what game-based learning is and each of the other topics, but they also have other resources that they can go to, game-based learning and practice, and for further reading options for each of those. So they'll have a host of research that they can do their assignment. The last thing with Objective B is creating a web presence, and what I like them to do is actually create a web presence so that they can start building their online portfolio and website for either their class or themselves or for their education, any of those. Objective C, they're to take and evaluate and reflect on current research and professional practices to make effective use of existing and emerging digital tools and resources in support of student learning. And they're supposed to do this on their blog. So what I've given them is links to current research trends and other resources that they can go to and actually find research and professional practices that make use of existing and emerging digital tools. And then what I'm having them do is create a web presence. And so it's if they haven't already done so before, and then in the forum, what I'd like them to do is discuss possible articles with each other that they can blog about. Once they do that, then they'll create a post on their blog pertaining to the research they've done, and then share their blog address so that others can make comments. The last part of that assignment is that they'll provide meaningful and useful comments to at least 2 other bloggers. The last part of this is that I want them to share their professional goals and objectives with each other and to build a system to evaluate and collect data to direct future activities. The last objective we have for this particular standard is to develop and share a plan to contribute to the effectiveness, vitality, and self-renewal of the teaching profession and of their school and community. So what I've done is provide them some examples of people who have done web portfolios for this type of thing, and then I've also given them a list of top tech tools for educators, and then an assignment that they can share their plan. So what I want them to do is research possible ways to contribute to the teaching profession as described and share that on their blog. And then again, they will provide meaningful and useful comments on at least 2 other blogs. To follow up with the course, they will take a final Atomic Learning 21st Century Skills Assessment. They will fill out the course evaluation, which is there for your perusal. And then for the facilitators, I've provided links so that you guys can review the student-based summative assessment, the program-based summative assessment, and then what I would suggest for the confirmative assessment. So this is my project in Moodle. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you in the future sometime. Take care and Godspeed.